global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. Well, for those of us who do not know, ICC International Criminal Court, the officials were live in Nigeria, live in Aso Rock, live in Abuja. For some of us also who have been following this news, you agree with me. There have been petitions and counter petitions over this government affairs, over Nnamdi Kanu, over so many issues bordering on humanity, bordering on injustices and all that. All have been received by ICC. Well, it looks like we're going to give you juicy details of what happened or what transpired in Aso Rock. As the ICC official have decided to come, they said if Muhammad will not go to the mountain, obviously the mountain will come to Muhammad. Before we go to the news proper, I'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Let's go straight into the news of the day. The move by the International Criminal Court ICC to reform its system as part of efforts to mend relations with African countries is a welcome development and a crucial movement, or rather a crucial moment for the continent, according to Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN. Professor Osibanjo stated this on Tuesday when he received on a courtesy visit to the presidential villa the prosecutor of the International Criminal Court, Mr. Karim Khan, who is visiting the country. The vice president said the proposal to reform the international justice system would reassure African countries that there is room for negotiations and that the ICC is not just out to witch hunt any individual or organization. Professor Osibanjo noted that it is important to create a system that builds relationships and credibility among member states, that's among countries of the world, creating a sense that everyone can be treated fairly. Commending the court for making the bold move, the Vice President of Nigeria said, the steps that you're taking are very crucial. For Nigeria, you will get all the cooperation. And at the end of the day, people must feel that the system is just and fair to all. Earlier in his remark, the visiting ICC prosecutor, Mr. Khan, expressed excitement at the visit, noting that it comes at a crucial time in the history of the continent, acknowledging Nigeria's role in Africa. Khan explained that the court, through the proposed roadmap for reforms, would assist African countries achieve justice, applying the principle of complementarity. He pledged the commitment of the court to work with local authorities to encourage domestic jurisdictions to investigate and prosecute perpetrators of core international crimes. Aside ICC officials on the entourage of the prosecutor, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Geoffrey Onyama, and Nigeria's ambassador to the Netherlands, Ambassador Eniola Ajayi, were present at the meeting. Earlier, the Vice President received the Egyptian ambassador to Nigeria, Mr. Ahab Awad, who came to brief him on the next meeting of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change to be hosted in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, later in November in 2022. In his remark, Professor Osibanjo noted that with the meeting holding in Africa, leaders in the continent should ensure that the conversations on climate change go the way we want it to go, adding that our developmental challenges are as existential as the climate change concern itself. While this is good to note, but the question now is, a lot of people are wondering, is that all? Is there no other thing? But now all the petitions they have put tabled in ICC, they thought by now they will have been pulling people out of Aso Rock. Well, I guess that's not how it works. But let's feel the pulse of Nigerians very quickly. Of course, we're going to look at this in nitty-gritty, what it implies, and what is the hope of those who have been prosecuting, writing petitions against the government of the day. Is this all how it's going to fare? Don't forget, this is just a courtesy visit. Let's feel the pulse of Nigerians. This one here is saying, so disappointed. Thought ICC have come to serve the short man and the puppet sermons for their crimes against Easterners, or at best, for ruining a thriving nation and impoverishing its citizens. That would have been the best news of 2022. Calm down, guy. He never reach. This one here saying, when they are leaving, they should arrest any terrorist in that villa so that everybody will go and rest. I laugh in Swahili. This one here says some people should be warming up. And that person said, serve IPOB, Niger militant, and Igbo hold out international court paper for crime against humanity. Funny you. This one here is saying, so Osibanjo committed crimes against Sister Nabi. As I now know that Urumeli is a menace in Southeast. I don't know it is a plague. Okay, all right. I guess that's on the lighter note. They're just trying to, pick at one another. But let's look at this. A whole lot of people, if you see the comments, the people are thinking, they have come to pick them in Assyria. It doesn't work that way. Okay, it's a petition, right? You call it a petition. So they need to investigate it. And of course, if you listen to what Yemi Osibanjo just said, there are some reforms. And they also wanted them to do, look, we are not here to witch hunt anyone. There are petitions, some counter petitions, but we want to work together, want to know, but they must, in the long run, justice must be served. So guys, relax. If there's justice, if there's an ICC and there's investigation, there's a probe, then there will be a justice. All right. Don't forget that this is not local court. It's not local court, it's not Nigerian court per se that you say, okay, and the person that is paying them salary is the person they want to prosecute, says they probably may not get justice. It doesn't work that way. They also have their reasons for doing whatever they are whatever they are doing. Don't forget that Yemi Osibanjo himself is a senior advocate of Nigeria. So of course, he must have weighed a lot of things. And even when they say, okay, bring the petitions against whatever or government of the day, they may have their reasons and they may come with their own counter proof saying that this is what happened. The beauty of internet, the beauty of social media, the beauty of making news go viral is the fact that there will be proofs, like what happened with Sowore. While they were trying to play mouth to it, there were videos everywhere on what happened in Sowere's hotel some years ago. Very early hours of them. I think about 1 a.m. or so, 2 a.m. He was picked, and everybody knows that you don't pick. What arrest are you arresting someone at that ungodly hour? So many things transpired, and they had to pipe it because now the international eyes was on Nigeria, even if the mainstream media wasn't picking it. A lot of media, publications were picking them, and Sahara Reporter was also not left out. So you can find out that there's some things that can't be hidden. So it's just a case. It's a petition. They have just come to see them, and maybe from subsequently they can now they have one-on-one contact. Maybe they can now ask for some certain things, and they will be responded to. That's my personal opinion, though. You may differ. Let's meet in our comment section for some take.